Okay, so in the F2L video, we basically learned that there are three cases that are basic for regular F2L. You want to, no matter how your F2L pieces are set up, you want to try to get those the corner and edge pieces into those cases, those three cases. You want to try to use your brain and set up those cases as best you can. Now, Dan Harris has a site called cubestation.co.uk. If you go to that, he has algorithms for every one of the F2L cases. If you come across a case you don't know how to handle, go to that page. He will help. It'll help you. Believe me, I used it when I was first starting Fridrich. And a lot of people say, oh, you should do F2L intuitively, don't use algorithms. Sure, but when you're first starting out and you really don't know what's going on, look at some algorithms of cases that are hard. Use them. Use them to your advantage, because you can see what they do. When you use the algorithms, you see how they work. And then you'll start to build your own algorithms. You'll start to come up with your own ways of solving the pieces. Algorithms can be good for F2L. That's all I'm trying to say, is they're not always bad. So, before we move on to the last layer, I just want to review everything we've gone over so far. Okay. For the cross, for the cross, we'll find our pieces. There's the blue, there's the red, hold on, blue, red, okay, the orange and the green. Now, if we remember from video number 1, green is to the right of red, blue is to the right of orange, depending on how you're looking at it from those colors' point of view. So, what we would want to do here, okay, there's red, there's blue, here's my orange on my thumb. If we're looking at orange, blue is to the right of it, and red's in the back, where blue would be to the left of red. So what we want to do is we can kind of build these three, the red, blue, and orange pieces all at once here. And then this green is just needing to be oriented. And that's our only problem here. So what we can do is hold red in the back and put it down, straight down, right where it is. Then we can put our blue down next to red. Red's here. Here's our blue. We can bend it back to the left of red and put it down. Now, while orange is still up, we can use it to orient our green again. Bring the green up. And now, as we bring orange up, just kind of pop green over and put it down. Now there's our cross. All we have to do is align it. And now, because I know green is opposite blue, and this is the blue center, all we have to do is do a D2, and our cross is aligned. First pair I see is green and orange. Corner, edge, opposites on top. That's the first basic case I showed you. And what we want to do is put our corner above the slot, bend the corner up, bring it back. I don't want to spend too much time on this because we need to get to the last layer. This is a case I didn't get to show you, but this is where the... Oh, shit. Oh, that's the wrong... Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Here's our red and blue pair. The blue is the cross piece is facing down. So now we have a pair. I'm going to solve it back here in this slot. And just learn ways to match these pairs up. Here's a case that I showed you back in the last video, where the edge is matching, the corners here are connected to the edge. You just bend it up to where we can move the corner out of the way, bring the edge back, and now we're set up with case number 1, and just solve it. Okay, and the last case is another case I showed you, where these whites facing you, corner and edge match on the side, and we were back in this position, so we want to do it from this angle. So what I would do is bring the corner back towards me, bend the corner down, and bring the edge back. Bring the corner back up, form a pair, put it back in this slot, just like that. Now look at this. Mickey Mouse. Oh, Mickey Mouse! Alright. So we have Mickey Mouse ears and his head. There are several OLL cases. As you know, there are 57 of them. They're a pain in the ass to learn. Don't learn them all at once. Learn the 7 cases that have the edges oriented, and start with 2-look OLL, please. This is something I didn't do. I should have. But OLL is pretty much going to orient every piece on the top. It's going to make every piece show yellow on top. Not worrying about what's around the sides yet. So when you learn your algorithms, basically you're going to look at pictures. You're going to see what shape you have. And this is what I call Mickey Mouse, because it looks like him. And there are 2 different Mickey Mouse cases. One has a dot, one has a line. And so, depending on what shapes are on top with your yellow pieces, you're going to know what algorithm to do from the long list. And I know to go like this. Bam. Now you can resort to my OLL tutorials, which are on my YouTube channel. I have all 57 OLLs on there. Actually, there are a few I need to upload still. But you can check out those videos, and those are the OLL cases I use, pretty much. Recognizing PLLs. This is one thing I wanted to definitely go over more than OLL. Recognizing your PLL cases can be hard. I'm not gonna lie. The way to do it, the way I do it, you don't know what you're looking at here. Okay? What you want to look for is the most pieces that are matched. You want the biggest group of matched pieces. You don't want to match up, because what you're going to do is you don't want to match up, oh, I can match up 2, let's say these are both green. You don't want to put it on green and say, yeah, I've got 2 corners matched up here. No, they have to be grouped together. So we're going to look for the groups of pieces matched together. And that would be this green bar and this orange bar. So we're going to match that to green and orange, like that. Once the groups are matched, then we can easily decipher the PLL. This, I don't even have to look at the rest of the cube. I know this is a V-perm. And a V-perm switches these 2 edges and these 2 corners. I just know, because I've grouped these up. They're grouped up. I've matched them. And that's what this is, a V-perm. And that's how you... That's the easiest way I know. Now, when you get to learning the G-perms, the best way to do your G-perms is to realize there are 2 different kinds of G-perms. And I don't have time. I'm going to do another video.